So something we haven't talked about in a long while is the case market. Last thing that really happened was when we had a slight pullback across the market, but since then, what's been going on? Well, today, let's talk about it. And thankfully, it's been great. But as always, just before we get into it, check out how to get a free $5 trading with the sponsor SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a great way to get the actual value for your skin and not lose a lot of money while trading for skins that look great. You can easily trade the junk you have sitting around for good investment items that can earn you money over time, or trade for a knife that's been doing incredibly well price-wise long term. They're not hard to find at all. And once again, free $5 bonus on your first trade when you sign up. Link at the top of the description. But for now, let's get back into it. Okay, so as you can see, the case market has been doing really well recently. Just these past few weeks, really starting to pick up. Cases had a great year last year, obviously, like everything else, so why are things picking up again? Well, as I mentioned in most of my recent videos, we've gotten barely any new skins in the past year. Obviously, nowhere near an amount we've received in the past years before. Like, it's been ages since I don't think we've ever received this little skins, like, since the beginning of CS. It's crazy, but because of this, we've still got all the old options for cases, nothing really new. So they're of course going to continue to be the only ones unboxed. And since we had the whole last year to lower their supply significantly from the market with tons of new investors and them being the only thing to buy, obviously there's not really any new cases, prices have shot up. Even though demand has been fairly consistent, and if you check the amount of cases unboxed per month, nothing is going really too crazy there, but we have no new supply with all the older cases, of course, not being dropped anymore, and not really any new cases. And if that continues, these cases will obviously continue to go up. But I mean, we're definitely gonna get a lot more skins this year, I assume. So things should definitely turn around this year at some point, whenever that is, and things might either flatten out or start to lower, or if we get an operation take a big dip. But good news is we've got a lot more players coming into the game for whatever reason as well, and that's obviously great for unboxing cases. More players, more people unboxing cases. So I think long term, these older cases are still going to go up, and yeah, I'm going to cover that in a bit as well. So yeah, simple enough, no new skins, going to give us a lot of profitability in the older stuff. And that doesn't only really mean with cases necessarily, it could actually mean with just your skins as well. Even though I think the older stuff is going to continue to do well, whenever this big update comes and we get tons of skins dumped on us, things can definitely take a dip or slow down. But one case that I personally really like, and I've talked about, I think the last time I made the video on the case market, is the revolver case. It's had an incredible price trend in the past year, over 5xing in price, and even though pretty much every skin in it is garbage except the AK point disarray, it does have those OG CSGO knives that you can only find in some of the other really expensive old CSGO cases. Most of them not even being worth unboxing in my opinion because they're so expensive. But the revolver case is the cheapest of all of those with these knives and has looked great price wise in this past year or so. And same as most of the knives in that case, if not all of them, I haven't checked all of them, but I assume most of them. So they're some of the best performing items in the game. And I even own a Bayonet Fade and a Karambit Boreal. I used to own a Karambit Boreal for it. I ended up giving it away and it actually like doubled in price. It was such a good investment, but glad somebody else has it now. But either way, those knives are just going up crazy in price, and I think that's going to continue even with new skins getting released. People seem to love these OG skins. They're incredibly hard to get since all the cases they're in are getting so expensive, and with the revolver case being the cheapest of the bunch, even with the 5x it's been through in this past year, I still think long term it has room to grow as people are going to want these knives. These knives are constantly increasing in price. People like these older knives, and I think they've got room to grow too, which I think is good for the case. So overall, I think the case market still is profitability, but you got to realize the main reason it's been up only this past year is because we've had like no new content and barely any new skins. So keep that in mind if you own cases and have been looking for a time to get rid of them, turn that money into something else, or if you're just playing the long-term game, you shouldn't have too much to worry about. Or even if you're just looking to buy cases sometime in the future, waiting for that operation dip might be the time to do it, all things to keep in mind. But besides all that, I think that is going to wrap it up for this one. So as always, if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and of course check out SkinsMonkey for that free $5 bonus as well. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.